Hello there, guys, and welcome back to Reborn with Michael Watson. Today, I've got an amazing video for you, and it's just like I'm just feel so aligned and connected. I'm going to be releasing some of my best videos coming up. I've just had quite an awakening. So check out these next set of videos that are coming. This one is on the subtle ways that God is talking to you. Are you listening or are you ignoring these signs? Don't ignore these signs because it will literally change your life. Now, guys, so before I get into it, do please like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below because it really helps to get this message out there. I want as many people to start listening to this guidance as possible from God, And so please do give me a like. Also, join my free Facebook group, The Healing Circle. It is an amazing place full of like minded people. We're helping each other to heal, create, manifest, and we're having some fun over there too. So, guys, before I get into it, just let's go straight in. We're always surrounded by this mystical, the spiritual, by God, but often we detach from that connection because we get too lost in the everyday life of reality. We live in a life that's full of experiences at every moment, advertisements, phones, bills, houses. We stop. We've lost the art of being able to listen to those signs and sort of rest ourselves, find that rest in the sort of madness where we can open ourselves up to these subtle ways that God is speaking to us. And I really need you guys to listen up. If you're on a journey to healing or wanting to create a new life, trust me, these tips and these ways to listen are going to literally change your life. Follow these signs and your life will change. Okay. So the first one that I want to talk about, we often in manifestation and spirituality talk about how we need to live in the feeling of the end, but often God is talking to us through our feelings. Okay, so sometimes we're not always the creator of our feelings. Those feelings that come up are the subtle way that God is talking to us. I'm going to go a bit deeper into this just to kind of get a rough simple idea. This channel is about simplifying the spiritual. And how does he speak to us through our feelings? Well, let's put it this way. I'll tell you a story of me. Literally last week, I got onto this pathway of wanting to create something, and I had something in my mind, and I was like, I'm going to find a platform website to host this membership. I'm going to do this, do that. I'm going to help people who need to, can't afford to work with these sort of coaches and stuff like that. And anyway, I got lost in the journey, and I tell you what, it was nothing but searching, figuring out, da da da. I was living in such a trying to make it happen in reality life. And the feelings that come up, I didn't even realize. I wasn't noticing my body, even though I practiced this regularly. I wasn't listening to the signs. My body was getting tense. My shoulders were tense. I was feeling tired, frustrated, uncertain. And all of these feelings were a sign from God that I was on the wrong path. You see, sometimes those feelings aren't are needed to be listened to, especially if you've been on a journey of releasing and surrendering. Your feelings that come up now are going to be guidance systems. Okay, let's talk about it in another way as well. When you're walking at home at night and you just seem to sense that someone's walking behind you, or you go to walk down a path that you've tread, but something says, don't walk down there. That's the subtle ways that God is guiding you to the right path, getting you out of the way of danger, loving you, looking after you. You see, God was telling me about my journey there. He was saying, listen, you're not in the right space for this right now. You're going down the wrong path. You're trying too hard. Let go. And when I let go, man, life just opened up again. I've got such calmness in my body. Everything started to work out. New and wonderful opportunities come out of nowhere. So listen to your feelings. If they are guiding you also, and then return to that way of letting go. Okay, the next one is that God speaks to us through our body. God is constantly speaking to us through our body. So if you're suffering pains, illnesses, chronic illnesses, things like that, The natural state of being is to be healthy, harmonious, joyous, peaceful, and bliss. I promise you that is your natural state of being. So God is speaking to you sometimes through these chronic illnesses, pains, and other ailments that are coming through the body. Okay? How is he doing this? So I help people to heal themselves every day. I'm coaching people every day to do this. And oftentimes we realize that these illnesses have come from long held emotional states. So you weren't listening to the emotional state. So God had to go to the next level and he had to plant into your body that fruition of this long held disconnection from the divine. And it connects you then to this illness or pain. Now, that means that God's trying to say to you, look, you're not on the right path. You're not aligned with my true nature. The true nature of the divine is ease, flow, peace, Taoism, things like that. This is the nature of spirit. It's effortless nature. So when your body is going through an illness, you need to ask the question, what am I forcing? What am I not listening to? What is it trying to teach me? What is this trying to teach me? And look, when people release and they let go and they finally realize that they haven't been loving themselves, which is God, they haven't been loving and open to life, opening their heart, loving this wonderful, joyous, playful dance we call reality. We have to start to realize that God is speaking to us through there. So if you start to listen to your body and say to yourself, right, I understand now that this pain is it's just a representation of my disconnect from the divine. Now my job is just to work with my body gently. We'll go into more detail on this in another video, but he's talking to you there. You call it God, universe, whatever you want, it does not matter. So all I'm saying to you is this is is your body is giving you a reflection of what God is trying to tell you. Okay. Now the next one is you're going to get repeat experiences as well. You're going to get repeat experiences and challenges. And this is where God is telling you you're not aligned to his nature, the nature which is ease, joy. Okay. So some of those repeat experiences, which I see often, is going from relationship to relationship and getting the same sort of partner. I've seen that many times in my coaching. Going into debt, more debt, more debt, more lack, more debt, or going from illness to illness, from pain to pain. You're going to get repeat experiences of the same things. They're here to challenge you because God is trying to wake you up to the truth that you are literally a divine being and you're not. You've turned away from the light. You've turned away from that connection. So those repeat experiences, if you are going through a repeat experience, comment it down below. What do you keep going through and what is the lesson it is trying to show you? Once you see the lesson, well, no, let's just take the repeat troubles in relationships. The lesson is that you don't know your worthiness, you're deserving of love. You deserve a beautiful love. So why do you keep going for the wrong person? Because in a deeper way, you're disconnected from the truth that you are a wonderful, beautiful, loving, and lovable spirit. So you go and you look outside of yourself for that love. You say, they're exciting, and I want them to love me, and I want to force it. And then they do the same again. Yeah. So just realize if you're going through that, it's time to work on loving the self, loving the divine spark within you. You will be guided to love. You will not help but find that love that you're looking for. Okay. One of the greatest ones as well that I really like here is recurring dreams. If you are someone who's having a recurring dream, you need to pay attention to it because this is a huge and very amazing way that God is speaking to you. Now, God is speaking to you because he's saying you need to listen. The subconscious mind is the pathway to the divine. Think about it. It's the thing that naturally breathes your lungs, beats your heart, digests your food. It does it all. So when the subconscious mind or that connection, that sort of doorway to the divine speaks back to you, it's saying, this is the lesson I need you to learn. You're not seeing this in life. You may have a recurring dream, many different ones. Let's say, for example, you're having a recurring dream of something happening at work that you don't like, you know? Maybe that recurring dream is trying to tell you that this job is not for you and you don't feel safe in this area and something's off. There's a story of one woman who had a dream where she kept having a dream about her partner cheating on her husband. And she actually told her husband about it and said, "Oh, man, this is crazy, but I keep having this dream that when you're going on the business trips, you're actually staying in this place with this other woman." And she's named the hotel and all this. And he actually started to have a go at her and said, "You've been reading my text messages and emails, haven't you?" She's like, "What?" And actually, no, she was meant to marry the man, you know? And the recurring dream actually was showing what her deeper mind could sense, what God was trying to tell her, that she was going down the wrong path. So listen to those recurring dreams. She ended up not marrying the man, leaving him, and she was saved from a potential awful marriage. Now, the last one is my favorite. God speaks to you through nature itself. Oh man, that's so beautiful. I want to tell you some examples where I have been spoken to by nature, okay, itself. Well, one of the most wonderful, interesting ways is that I've always had robins in my garden. See, I've lived in many different homes in many different countries, but always there seems to be a robin, and I'm like, what? So when we moved from England, we had a robin visit us at the three different houses in Spain that we lived at. I mean, if you don't, if you're not open to this idea, you won't see it. But I just knew it was a divine. It was saying you're in the right place. I'm guiding you. I'm looking after you. Listen to me. Listen to me. I'm going to guide you. Look after you. Give you everything you ever dreamed of. Just listen and let go and trust in me. And also the other wonderful ways. It could be a sunset that takes away your breath, and just takes your breath away. And in that moment, you become present. And God said, in that moment, come to this present moment. It's the only moment of creation. I wanted to show you that. Or you're at a waterfall in Iceland and you just realize that there's this flow of life. Or you look up to the stars and you start to think, we are just a speck in a huge universe. All of this is technically meaningless. In a way, it's just a dance of my experience. It's just a dance of experience. Let me just experience it, and I don't need to try and control it. God speaks to you in many ways. If you have any other ways that God has spoken to you, you let me know down in the comments. If you like this video, please do give me a like, share, and subscribe, and follow me. I send this message from my heart, and I love you all. Thank you so much for watching the video and supporting the channel. And don't forget to join my free Facebook group, The Healing Circle. Take care. Link in description. Bye.